now that we've created an extension of a node that can store in it any object which is passed as an argument to the constructor, one kind of object, perhaps the simplest object that we're typically using in Java, is a string. And so we can pass the string Becky to the constructor Vnode, and that will create a new Vnode that we can now add to our hash set of nodes. You'll notice the type of object in the hash set is node, which is a superclass of Vnode, and therefore Java is just fine with that. And so we create a sequence of 4 different Vnodes, one for Becky, one for Jane, one for Sarah, and one for Tracy, and add each one of them to our girls hash set. Then what we do is we iterate. We have so this is a little scary looking, a doubly nested for loop. We iterate through the girls twice. In other words, we have, we look at each girl, for each girl in our set of girls, we look at each girl in our set of girls and ask whether or not we want to make an edge. And if we do, this is just decided randomly by this method, which we looked at in a previous video. And then if we do, then we add to the friendships collection of hash set of edges a new edge between those 2 girls. And that means a girl can be friends to herself as well as friends to any of the others. And so this doubly nested for loop creates a set of random links, just as we did before, where we create a set of random links between nodes who simply had identifier numbers. Now we're creating random links between nodes who represent particular people, okay? Then we create a graph with those 2 hash sets, and we print it. And when we print it, that's what comes out here, showing the links between each of the nodes represented by this, each of the V nodes, whose identifiers now correspond to, actually, it's not identifiers, whose values now correspond to the strings that you see printed out over here. And the cool thing is going to be for the next video that we can use our ability to generalize. And rather than linking specific names between that correspond to people for vnodes, a vnode can also support the concept of a city. We can then link cities between each other, just as we can link people between each other.